Dirty Diana update, 2759 472. We've started the damn thing. Now, some of the guys are going to talk to you about what they have done so far to our pulling truck.
Hey guys, it's JT with Thoroughbred Diesel. We're back from the kerfuffle we've had from the rear end, and we've come a long way since then. We finally got the rear end the right side, and now we've got most of the drive line in, and we started from the back to the front. So we'll kind of touch base of what we've got done up here. Just to start out, you know, we've got a custom fuel cell ordered up. It's a 5.5 gallon tank there that's going to run our fuel. Behind it, we've got also our Air Dog 200 here, and we've got it all plumbed in to our distribution block that we've got from Fleece, which you all seen in the video as well on the motor. We've also went ahead, and most of you seen that we've had the motor in. We've got a lot done since then as well. We've also got our Mishimoto radiator in. We've got our bracket here from a dual CP3 kit we've had to modify since we went with the Fleece install kit there to pull the pump down lower. It's taken us a few times to finally get the belt on right. We've probably been through 3 sets of belts, and we finally got the right one. We've had to do a little custom make on hoses and stuff. Right now we've got to the point where we're getting closer. Now we're working on our weight box. This is going to be where we're going to do our water to air, so we'll have water down in here, and then we're going to build like a tray that will thin the ice out, not put all the ice right down to the bottom with the water. We're also running our Type 12 intercooler, which we'll have setting in here that will be running from the water to air box through the intercooler through the ZZ Fab pipe that we'll have to have modified, and we'll have to make some other pipe in here, and then also from the charger over. You know, really now what we're just waiting on parts, and we're waiting on our flex light fans that we've got coming. Also, we've got a custom cooling reservoir coming there for the radiator. And then catch can, and so we're really close. Also got the front end left to do, really haven't done much on it. So we've got the electric over hydraulic coming that we got a custom kit ordered up. Also still got our we've got the gears to put in there, and also the axles to do. Then just a few more little pieces with the frame, and then, you know, we're pretty much right on point. We've got somebody helping us with a little bit of fab on the pipe since it's so tight back there with the turbo for our hood stack. But we've come a long way, man. We've really put a lot of hours in this thing, more than a lot of us ever thought about, just going from trying to do a work stock class to a straight 3.0 truck. So it's going to be fun. You know, we hope that the transmission lives a little bit, so Wade can take me out for a free dinner. So that'll be great too.
Hi, I'm Vince with Thoroughbred Diesel. I started here about 6 months ago. When I first came in, these guys had already started on Dirty Diana. I made the mistake of telling them I could weld. Next thing I know, I was out in the shop pretty much full-time working on the truck. So started off by redoing the frame, stiffened up the frame from the front to the back. Came to the back here, put in our adjustable hitch, regulation height. Did a little different than the rest of the people did it, but it should work. We're trying out something different than everybody else is running as far as adjustability and all that. Put in our second safety hitch, tied in the frame, got the rear end back in right. Mounted the weight box up front, got all the stuff with all plumbing going in, everything up front, fabricated all the stuff up there for everything. And she's ready to pull from the back end. So got the tailgate done last week. JT and I mounted the trans cooler in the back, and she's ready to go. We probably got about another month of fabrication on the truck with everything on the front end. We still have to do the steering on the front, and also the traction bars on the front of it. We have to mount those, make those. We're custom making everything, so nothing we bought and off the shelf. You can't just go down to your local auto parts store and buy parts for this truck. Everything's been pretty much hand built. So made some mistakes as we went along the way, but we fixed that, and we think we've got a good truck here. Okay, we're at the front of the truck now. I talked about the weight box a little bit more. I sectioned off the weight box in three sections. Two are on the outsides where all our weight's going to go. On the insides where our air to water intake is going to go. So the cold air will come out of here, go into the air to water cooler right here. And so we'll fill this full of ice and water, and that'll all flow through there, and then cool down the air for the motor. Should make more horsepower. Other than that, just fabricating is going along. I still make the steering on the front and the traction bars on the front. But other than that, she's pretty good to go.
Hi, I'm Dylan here at Thoroughbred Diesel. I built the motor in Dirty Diana. As you can see, this motor has been in this truck for since last fall, I'll say. And ever since then, ever since I put this motor in this truck and built it, had it ready to go and everything, I was told that this truck would not make oil pressure, that something just catastrophic failure was going to happen first time we started up. Okay, that's okay, you know, I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. But I was fond of my work then. So last Friday, we finally got everything ready to start this truck. Put our gauge here, as you can see, for our oil pressure, tied it in here. Started the truck up, and first thing it made, bam, 60 pounds of oil pressure. Only thing wrong with this motor during startup was right here, Adam. As you can see, the turbo right here, the feed line, spewing out oil. Wade McGinnis, yeah, Wade from Wade's World, he was the one that installed the turbo and the lines. Not my fault. My motor did good. We're ready to go pulling. So Wade, you can eat shit.
So that's where we're at on Dirty Diana right now. What's next for Dirty Diana? We got a front drive shaft that we've got to get in. We've got some gears that we've got to get in the front end. So that's going to be another big project. Just some odds and ends stuff, odds and ends inside of the engine compartment. But for right now, we're just kind of putting the beginning finishing touches on Dirty Diana. There's still a lot to do, guys. I mean, there is a lot to do. So check back with us probably a week or so. We'll probably have another update as well. At the pace we're moving right now, another week would probably be a good time to do an update. So Thoroughbred Diesel, thank you for watching. Dirty Diana, like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.